Welcome to your Orbit News Stories with your news stories for the week.
The defense rested its case Thursday at the murder trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, setting the stage for closing arguments in the shooting that left Americans divided over whether he was a patriot taking a stand against lawlessness or vigilante. The defense and the prosecution asked the judge to hold closing arguments on Monday, and he said he would take it under consideration. Rittenhouse's lawyers completed their side of the case on day 9 of the trial, a day after the 18-year-old Rittenhouse told the jury he was defending himself from attack and had no choice when he used his rifle to kill 2 men and wound a third on the streets of Kennesaw in the summer of 2020. Prosecutors have sought to portray Rittenhouse as the instigator of the bloodshed which took place during the night of the protests against racial injustice. Rittenhouse could get life in prison if convicted. Receiver Odell Beckham Jr. agreed to a 1-year deal with the Rams on Thursday, choosing Los Angeles and its burgeoning super team over several potential free agent destinations. The Browns released Beckham on Monday, midway through his 3rd season in Cleveland. He cleared waivers Tuesday, with no team willing to pick up his $7.25 million he was owed under his last contract, freeing the 5-time 1,000-yard wideout to sign with any team. After considering his options, Beckham elected to join NFL yards passing leader Matthew Stafford and coach Sean McVay in the league's most productive passing offense. The 3-time Pro Bowl selection will play alongside NFL receiving leader Cooper Kupp, who has 74 catches for 1,019 yards and 10 touchdowns, all tops in the league, and starters Robert Woods and second-year pro Van Jefferson. One of those 3 receivers is likely to see less playing time after Beckham joins the Rams, who have run offensive sets featuring 3 receivers almost exclusively this season. The Rams visit San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Football before their bye week. A polar bear who was a fixture of the Toledo Zoo for more than 2 decades has died due to kidney disease. Michael Frazier, the zoo's curator of mammals, told the Toledo Blade that the bear named Marty was euthanized November 4th, less than a month shy of his 25th birthday. Marty had been diagnosed a couple years ago with what Frazier described as an age-related kidney disease. Zoo officials had recently noticed that Marty wasn't eating as much as usual and had become less active. An examination determined his kidneys were now functioning very poorly, so they decided to have him euthanized. Marty was born in late 1996 and came to the Toledo Zoo from Chicago in 1999. In 2007, he went to the Pittsburgh Zoo for a year before he returned to Toledo. Marty and the Toledo Zoo's female polar bear, Crystal, had several cubs together, and the zoo officials believe Crystal, who turns 23 this week, may be pregnant again. The zoo hopes to replace Marty with another male polar bear, though it is not yet clear when that might happen. The Panthers announced they've agreed to a 1-year contract with Newton, bringing him back to the franchise that drafted him number 1 overall in 2011, and later cut him prior to the 2020 season after losing 8 straight games. The deal is worth $10 million, including $4.5 million in fully guaranteed money and $1.5 million roster bonus. According to a person familiar with the situation, the person spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because the team does not announce financial terms of players' contracts. A healthy Cam Newton is a special player, Panthers coach Matt Rose said. Carolina was in need of a quarterback after an MRI on Monday revealed starter Sam Darnold would miss at least 4 weeks with an incomplete fracture on his right shoulder blade. Rule said he called Newton on Tuesday night to gauge his interest in returning to Carolina, and the quarterback was excited about the possibility.
That was your Orbit News Shorts. Check back weekly for the latest in news and information.